बिस्मिल्लाह रहमान रहीम। जीअं त अॼु असां हिन चैप्टर में ऑफ विटनेसिस जे बारे में पढ़ंदासीं त विटनेसिस छा आहिनि ऐं जेका हुनजा जेको आहे त जजिस एंड मैजिस्ट्रेट हुजे या वाइफ हुजे या ॿिया कहिड़ियूं कंडीशन्स आहिनि जंहिंमें असां प्रिविलेज करे सघूं था। सभ खां पहिरियां जेको आर्टिकल नंबर 3 आहे, हू मे टेस्टिफाई ऑल पर्सन शैल बी competent to testify unless the court consider that they are prevented from understanding the question put to them or from giving rational answer to those questions by tender years or extreme old age, disease, whether of body or mind, or any other cause of the same kind, provided that a person shall not be competent to testify if he has been convicted by a court for perjury or giving false evidences, provided that the provisions of the first proviso shall not apply to person about whom the court is satisfied that he has repented thereafter and mended his way. इहो अंडरलाइन MCQs कजो त जेको हिन में MCQs आयल आहे लॉ गेट में उहो आहे he has repented thereafter and mended his way, इनखे अंडरलाइन कजो. Provided further that the court shall determine the competency of witness in accordance with the qualification prescribed by the injunctions of Islam is laid down in the Holy Quran and Sunnah for witnesses, and where such a witness is not forthcoming, the court may take the evidence of witnesses who may be available. उन खां पोइ जेको आहे असांजो lunatic is not incompetent to testify unless he is prevented by his lunacy from understanding the question put to him and giving the rational answer to them. उन खां पोइ आर्टिकल नंबर जेको आहे 4 आहे, जजिस एंड मैजिस्ट्रेट. नो जज आर मैजिस्ट्रेट शल एक्सेप्ट अपॉन द स्पेशल ऑर्डर ऑफ सम कोर्ट टू विच ही इज सबऑर्डिनेट बी compelled to answer any question as to his own conduct in court as a judge or magistrate, as to anything which came to his knowledge or in court as such a judge or magistrate, but he may be examined as to other matters which occurred in his presence while he was so doing. इन में तव्हांखे कंपिल जेको आहे इनखे अंडरलाइन कजो. कंपिल जेको आहे इहो अची चुको आहे गेट में, ऐं इन साॻी जेको स्टेटमेंट मां एक्समाइंड जेको आहे इनखे अंडरलाइन कजो. ॿी सॼी जेको आहे पैरा स्टेटमेंट ॾिनी वई आहे. ऐं उन खां पोइ जेको आहे असांजो हिन में आर्टिकल नंबर 5 आहे, कम्युनिकेशन ड्यूरिंग द मैरिज. नो पर्सन हू इज़ आर हैज़ बीन मैरिड shall be compelled to disclose any communication made to him during the marriage by any person to whom he is or has been married, nor shall be permitted to disclose any such a communication unless the person who made it has a representative interest concept except in suits between married person or proceeding in which one married person is prosecuted for any crime committed against the other. उन खां पोइ आर्टिकल नंबर 6 है, एविडेंस एज टू अफेयर्स ऑफ स्टेट. नो वन शैल बी परमिटेड टू गिव एनी एविडेंस ड्राइड फ्रॉम अनपब्लिश्ड ऑफिशियल रिकॉर्ड relating to any affairs of state except with the permissions of officer at the head of the department concerned, who shall give or withhold such a permission as he thinks fit. ऐं इन खां पोइ हीअ जेकी पहिरां अचे थी एक्सप्लेनेशन वारी, इनखे बि अंडरलाइन कजो. इहो जेको लफ़्ज़ इंक्लूड्स आहे, ॿी सॼी स्टेटमेंट डॉक्यूमेंट खां वेंदे गवर्नमेंट ताईं ॾिनी वई आहे. इंक्लूड्स जेको आहे हिते मिसिंग थियल आहे, इहो गेट में अची चुको आहे. एंड दिस आर्टिकल ऑफिशियल रिकॉर्ड रिलेटिंग टू द अफेयर्स ऑफ स्टेट includes document concern industrial or commercial activities carried on directly or indirectly by the federal government or the provincial government or any statutory body, corporations, companies set up the control by such a government. Beyond the official communication, no public officer shall be compelled to disclose communication made to him in official confidence when they consider that the public interest would suffer by the disclosures. ऐं उन खां पोइ असांजो आर्टिकल नंबर 8 आहे, इंफॉर्मेशन एज टू कमीशन्स ऑफ ऑफेंसिस. नो मैजिस्ट्रेट और पुलिस ऑफिसर शैल बी compelled to say whence he got any information at the commissions of any offences, and no revenue officer shall be compelled to say whence he got any information as to the commissions of any offences against the public revenue. उन खां पोइ प्रोफेशनल कम्युनिकेशन्स हूंदी आहे. नो एडवोकेट शैल एट एनी time be permitted unless with his client express consent to disclose any communication made to him. An advocate by on behalf of his client to state contains conditions of any document with which he has become acquainted in the course for the purpose of his professional employment, to disclose any advice given by him to his client in the course and for the purpose of such employment, provided nothing in this article shall protect from disclosure or any such a communication made in furtherance of any legal purpose, any fact by any advocate in the course of his employment, such as showing that any crime or fraud has been committed since the commencement of this employment, whether the attention of such an advocate was or was not directed to such a fact by on behalf of the उन खां पोइ ही जेकी तशरी आहे, मिसाल तौर a client says to B, an advocate, I wish to obtain a position of property by the use of forged deed on which I request you to sue. The communication being made in furtherance of criminal purpose is not protected from disclosure. या ain't the not protected के अंडरलाइन कजो इहो MCQ अची चुको आहे. उन खां पोइ आर्टिकल 9 to apply interpreters. The provisions of Article 9 shall apply to interpreters and the clerks, servants of advocate. 11 article privilege not waived by volunteering evidences. If any party to suit gives evidence therein at his own instance, otherwise he shall not be deemed to have consented therefore to such a disclosure to mention Article 9. And if any party to suit proceedings calls any such advocate as a witness, he shall be deemed to have consented to such a disclosure only if he questions such advocate on matter which but for such a question he would not be liberty to disclose. Confidential communication with legal advisor. No one shall be compelled to disclose to the court, tribunal or other authority exercising the quasi-judicial powers or jurisdiction any confidential communication which has taken place between him and his legal profession advisor, unless he offer himself as a witness in such a case. He may be compelled to disclose any such a communication as may be appear the court. Confidential communication. उन खां पोइ असांजी जेको आहे productions of title deed of witness, not a party. No witness who is not a party to suit shall be compelled to produce his title deed to any property or any document in virtue of which he hold any property as a pillage or mortgage. Any document the productions of which might threaten to criminate him, unless he has agreed in writing to produce them with the person seeking the productions of such a deed, some person through whom he claims. उन खां पोइ ही MCQ अची चुको आहे लाॻित में productions of document which another person having possession would refuse to produce. No one shall be compelled to produce a document in his possession which any other person would be entitled to refuse to produce if they were in his possession, unless such a last mentioned person consent to their production. Witness not excused from answering on ground that answer will criminate. A witness shall not be excused from answering any question as to any matter relevant to the matter in issue in any suit in any civil or criminal proceeding upon the ground that answer to such a question will criminate, may tend to directly or indirectly to criminate such a witness, that will be exposed, threatened directly or indirectly to expose such a witness to a penalty or forfeitures of any kind, provided that no such answer which a witness shall be compelled to give shall subject him to any arrest or prosecution be proved against him in any criminal proceeding, except prosecution for giving false evidence such answer. A compliance shall be competent witness against an accused person, except in the case of offences with had and convictions not illegal merely because it produced upon the uncorroborated testimony of an uncompliances. इन में भी जेको आहे हिकिड़ो MCQ आर्टिकल नंबर 14 में कंसेंट खे तव्हां अंडरलाइन कंदो, कंसेंट टू देयर प्रोडक्शन खे, ऐं कंप्लाइंस में हिन मां जेको आहे 2 MCQ अची चुका आहिनि. इन साॻी पहिरां मां सॼी स्टेट मां हिकु MCQ हदि आयो आहे लॉ गेट में, ऐं उन खां पोइ जेको आहे शल बी अ कॉम्पिटेंट विटनेस, कॉम्पिटेंट जेको आहे उनखे बि अंडरलाइन करे छॾियो. ऐं उन खां पोइ जेको आहे असांजी Competency and number of witnesses. The competency of person to testify and the number of witnesses required in any case shall be determined in accordance with the injunctions of Islam laid down in the Holy Quran and Sunnah, unless otherwise provide any law relating to the enforcement of hudud law. In matters pertaining to financial or future obligation produced to writing, the instrument shall be tested by two men, one man. इहो अंडरलाइन कजो त ॿ माण्हू हूंदा आहिनि ऐं हिकु जेको आहे टू मेन, ॿ माण्हू या वन मैन एंड टू वोमेन, ॿ माण्हू, सो दैट वन मे बी रिमेन द अदर इफ नेसेसिटी एंड एविडेंस शैल बी लेड अकॉर्डिंग टू लॉ. In all other matters, court may accept or act on the testimony of one man or one woman. ॿिनि जेके केसिस जूं गवाहियूं थींदियूं आहिनि उनमें हिकु माण्हू ऐं हिकु औरत जी ज़रूरत हूंदी आहे. भाई हद जे केसिस में ॿ माण्हू, हिकु माण्हू या ॿ वोमेन जी ज़रूरत हूंदी आहे.